Hi everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. This is all going to be gone tomorrow, so say goodbye to it now if you're going to miss the thing in the background, alright? Really good day on General Hospital, really setting up for a ridiculous tomorrow, so let's get right to it. At Windermere, Sam and Jake are at Windermere, and Jake wants to take more of a cautious approach to confronting NIKOLAS, but Sam wants to go in guns blazing, so to say. I lost my spot already. This is a great start. Okay, so Jake wants more confirmation that Sloan will give the information. I'm not good at like reading my abbreviations. And Sam wins the day and they ring the doorbell. So Hayden is telling NIKOLAS about her memory, and he tells her that he doesn't recall what she's talking about and tries to deflect the conversation. And she circles back and says that maybe Sam and Jake are right. Maybe I knew Jake's identity and that's what I was making threats about. So Hayden wants to know if both of them know who Jake is. The doorbell rings and wouldn't you know, it's Jake and Sam. But, like, why are you telling the person you were threatening in your memory that, like, you're remembering all this? Wouldn't you go directly to Jake and Sam? Like, I don't understand that. So Sam tells NIKOLAS that they're there to see Hayden and check up on her. They talk to Hayden. They ask her about the conversation she had before she was shot. She tells them NIKOLAS and her were just talking about her progress. And she tells them about the progress, aka the memory, that she had of, you know, her and NIKOLAS, and Sam asks if NIKOLAS was the one who knew who Jake was, and then NIKOLAS steps in and says no. He says Helena's probably the other person who knows, and Hayden's like, who's Helena? Like, she has no idea what anyone's talking about. So he says they wasted an obvious trip to make accusations against him, and they say, actually, we didn't. But Sam was going to tell NIKOLAS all about Sloan, and then Jake kind of ushers for them to leave. And then Sam gets a text from Anna, and Sam tells NIKOLAS she knows about the election tampering and either give ELQ back or face the charges. He questions what evidence they have, and they say they have Sloan, and Sloan walks in. Now I'm going to get to more of that intermediate stuff in a little bit, but this was just the best order things could go in. Maybe. I didn't read it over again. It's a Thursday. The hostage situation. So the guy Rick let go for taking Sonny's shipments is the one who took TJ. I think his name is Charlie. TJ tells him that his mother's the police commissioner. He already knows. And TJ figures out that he's the one who hijacked the shipments. So another guy walks in, starts talking about checking in with the boss, and the guy wants him to make a phone call with a gun to his head. So that's always great, right? At Kelly's, I missed the voiceover that tells you, like, the new actor that's going to be playing the character, but whatever. So Sloan is back and discovers the ruined cake on the ground, even the topper, but decides to just throw it out instead of, like, calling the police. Like, that's not suspicious to you at all, really. But Sloan just throws it away. Anna walks up, they talk. She says she's not sure they have a romantic future together. He asks why she called, and she tells him she needs his help. So she fills him in on what Sam and Jake are trying to prove, and she wants him to come forward with the information about the election tampering, but he won't do it. He figures out that she wants to atone for killing Carlos, and she needs his help to do it, and I lost my train of thought. Okay, so he says he would only do something like that for her if it meant he had a chance to be with her, which is kind of creepy, not gonna lie. And she wants him to go to NIKOLAS and tell him that he's going to tell Jordan everything, which is what happened in that little first part. So there you go, everything makes sense. At Carly's place, Carly wants to know if Michael's coming to the wedding. He tells her about the dream/memory he had the night Connie was killed. Well, he had of the night Connie was killed. And he says he doesn't think Sonny's sorry for killing AJ and he can't pretend that it's all okay. But he's decided to go to the wedding because that is a normal train of thought. So Carly says how much it's going to mean to Sonny, and I'm like, that's not why he's doing this, and I wouldn't bring that up because now he might not want to go. So he tells her that he's going to the wedding for Morgan, and then fills her in on how Franco told Kiki about the affair and about how Kiki and Morgan broke up. Carly kind of, validates herself for like thinking this was all gonna blow up in his face. So Michael thinks Morgan's at Carly's place because that's where he dropped him off, but he's not, and neither of them know where Morgan is. He's going to leave and get ready, and he tells her he's gonna, she calls Sunny. They work out, they know where Morgan is. But so Michael's gonna leave and get ready. He tells her he's going for her too, and he gives his blessing for them to get married. Carly unwraps her dress and waits for her bridal party to come and help her get ready. At Sunny's place, the final wedding preparations are done, and Rick stops over to wish him luck. He's not staying because obviously Carly doesn't want him there. So Rick tells Sunny he let the hijacker go because of Lomax and her political aspirations. Apparently the hijacker is going to testify against Julie and Jerome. Sunny tells Rick how Morgan was messed up when he got there this morning, and then Morgan has an awkward encounter with Rick about how if the Madeline thing hadn't happened, his world wouldn't have blown up, but not necessarily, because then Silas would have told him, so either way, but whatever. I'm not sure what position she holds, but the housekeeper that we've seen in this past few weeks tells Sunny that TJ hasn't arrived with the cake yet. I wonder why. Carly calls that he tells her Morgan's there, so they get that whole worry out of the way. And then Sunny gets a call from TJ, and the bad guys want Sunny to come alone to the warehouse or they'll shoot TJ, which is just fine and dandy. I totally called it. Anyway, at the police station, Jordan, I don't know where I was going for there. Jordan calls Dante into her office. She shows the picture of the guy who took the shipment, aka Charlie. She tells him how Charlie was released for his testimony against Jerome. Dante is skeptical that this hijacker will make solid life choices until that time. They're both concerned about the hijacker being back on the street, and they wish they would have had a heads up so they could put surveillance on him. Yeah, that would have been good. Dante tells Jordan he's going to get some uniforms on Charlie. He heads out for the wedding, and he assures her that TJ is safe and Sunny won't let anything happen to him. So Anna visits Jordan, and she talks to Jordan about Sloane. Dante arrives at the wedding, and Morgan asks Morgan where Michael is. Michael walks in, and the three of them are together, and they're hardly ever on screen together, so I kind of like that. It was like a throwback back to 2009 or 2010, when Morgan was small and cute. Remember that? But anyway, they question where Sunny is, and meanwhile across town at the warehouse, TJ is running his mouth to the hijackers, and Sunny shows up. This should be interesting. Definitely heading up to an interesting Friday where they're gonna have a cliffhanger to end all cliffhangers. Well, it's gonna be. We're headed up to November, so they're getting ready for some really exciting stuff. So hopefully this is all going to come together. I hope TJ's okay. I really hope, he doesn't get killed. I don't think he'll get killed, but, you never know with this show. But in any event, thank you so much for watching today's General Hospital recap. Real fast, I have a link down in the description for a YouCaring campaign to save our sanctuary. It would mean so much to me if you could check it out. If you could donate, that would be amazing. But if you can't, if you share it on your Facebook or whatever, your Twitter, that would also mean so much. And I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great day. Bye! And say bye to that in the background because it's going to be gone tomorrow. I made a public promise.